Hello and welcome to the Bedrock Collective server. My name is Kalbuster. This is my base. Welcome. Yeah, we are finally here. I think we introduced last episode, but it's been a while since I recorded that clip, so I need to rethink of what you've seen and what you haven't seen. So forgive me. Here's my base. This is where some bees were recently. I think we did that last episode. We brought the bees, or maybe the episode before. Jeez, wow, time is going fast. Anyway, I left them here on a piece of fence, but apparently there's something with leads and bees, and every time I entered here, they would be gone. Or at least the lead would be broken and they would try to escape. So I made them a box, but I've given them a better position over there for now. We will come back to the bee situation a little bit later in this episode. First, I've got some things to do. Also, why do I've got a totem in my hand? I guess that has some explaining to do as well. Apparently, last that I logged in, somebody on a certain stream doing anything but shenanigans, accidentally that person stumbled across a village where a raid had freshly started. So, me being me, I joined in rapidly to help and defeat it. So we got some goodies out of that. Mostly crossbows, lots of totems of undying, which I never really use, but I guess it's good to have just at the moment for if any case I were to take a little bit too much damage. So I've got a bunch of those now. We also got some books I'm actually trying to read if this is useful. Impaling 4, I think that's top level impaling. And loyalty. So this is very much a trident book. Not that I've got... Actually, I do have a trident over here somewhere. Got a whole bunch of them. Yeah. Maybe we should do something with that. I'll place them next to each other so I may not forget. That's the wrong book. And we got a sharpness knockback 2. This isn't really useful. We got some loot out of that. Or so, we didn't die actually. The rest around us died a lot, but somehow I kept myself alive. I also don't know how. I did figure out that having the chest plate and swapping between them, so I would do a little bit of swapping whilst I was swooping in, and then I got near, I would swap to the chest plate, and with the protection 4 that would be the full protection 4, I think. It's got protection 4. Actually, this stone doesn't have protection 4. It's got protector protection, but that definitely helped also with the more snipey mobs. Also, there's a big chunk of copper. Why did I place this here even? Oh yeah, I wanted to experiment. I'm not getting distracted anyway. Yeah, so this apparently is the way to oxidize copper. So this is a little test I'm doing, which it does seem to work. I haven't spent too much time here since I placed it, and this is already second stage, maybe even one is already on the first. I cannot look inside of this, but I guess it's probably already reaching the final state. Also, let's put on the wings again before I forget and try to rocket off. That would be a rookie mistake. What we are gonna do at the very least is I've got this concrete powder over here, which, if I remember correctly, is exactly what is currently missing from my concrete shop yet. So we need to make sure that is filled up, and that actually gives me an opportunity to give a little bit more of a turret base, which I haven't done too much of. Obviously, we know the kelp farm with the broken down flying machine. We can actually probably let this go for a little bit. It is still not hooked up. We just flick this lever and it does nothing, and we flick it again and then it goes, and we just gotta hope that well, we don't get caught in that water stream and it doesn't hang midway, but apparently it does again. Now, in this case, it's very simple to fix. I just have to break this Or not. Maybe this? No, you do nothing. Let's try again. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta keep trying. And can it return? This is always the trickiest. If he breaks now, then we've got a problem. Continue, continue, continue. Ah! No, it broke on the last second. And then probably I cannot fix you by doing this. No. It's gotta be the other side, which means... Actually, maybe... Can we do something with the torch? No, that's only on Java. On Bedrock, it prevents that. Now, we do have... this lever over here. Which isn't really meant to be used for that. But it may help. Kickstart. Yeah, there we go. As long as we keep trying, eventually it will go. And sometimes it doesn't. So don't build this at your own base. It doesn't work at all. It's even a manual collection. Let's put this in here. Actually, I would like to have that lever back. Because that is the way to get a little bit of XP out of it. I'm afraid though, it may be on the other side and I cannot reach that at the moment. You know what? We'll just grab a new one. We've got our redstone box over here. Shoot a lever. There we go. Lever, lever. I don't know. Click. And let's actually go to the pickaxe. Well, we got some. That was not nothing. There we go. And we are starting to get some free fuel out of it. That is good. We go back. Whilst it's dark, let's also sleep the night away. Right, and then we shall go... Not being distracted at all by this room. To the other room. I don't know why that sign scared me. Which is a temporary tree farm. Which I haven't touched in days, really. And then... Ah! Okay. I didn't expect anything here. To be honest, I knew this already. But it still scares me being here. It's just something of... I'm being in so much of a habit of just walking down the stairs with great haste, and then there's just this big white blob in this area. It gets me every time. But it's so cute. Look at the little smile it's got. Ah. It's making a lot of noise though. But yeah, I've already modified this a little bit. Here's the proof. There's a little bit of additional concrete inside 2 blocks because I needed to restore the beacon. At least it's lit up. But this is probably a pixie production. I've been... Wait. What? What have I been? What? Ah! I've been something. Yeah, I've been something. I guess she went for the portal, but actually went from upstairs. I'm strangely enough not using that portal quite as much, which on this update is pretty much a good thing because it tries to damage you again. It's those updates again. They come back some of the times. All right, a new room which you haven't seen yet, which is actually directly underneath the storage system. The storage system logic is up there, which you could take a look in a second, just to prove. But I was like, okay, this is the redstone corner apparently. Let's place another farm under here. We got that room because we are gradually moving down with the stairs. We actually got enough room to place something here again. So this is actually the idea of the base, that we got all those little rooms connected with the staircases. This entrance is supposed to be this little, but yeah, we got a lot more to do still. I started digging out underneath here as well. And these are just the outer walls of the hexagons around the center hexagon. Actually tempting to to go even a ring further. But I gotta think about it. It also needs to be doable a little. But yeah, I think this base can be a little bit bigger. Structures aside, we are actually gonna use this farm because we've got some concrete to make. And the way I use this farm, it's not fancy at all. I just needed to make something. This is still from early season, I think. Although maybe a little bit later because there are a lot of pistons in it. But yeah, the idea is I stand in this string, the observer notices it, and then we've got pistons. These ones pull down the concrete as it forms, as we place it over here. And then when we reach the end of the line, we come across the string. And if I didn't fall in, you could have seen that the concrete was taken down and then it gets pushed to over here. And it ends up over here. And then when enough concrete has been made, it will come over here, which I may also demonstrate. And then it gets lifted. Okay, that one actually quite good, because there is a protection that it only fires once. Which saved me, because otherwise they would have made a clock probably. I was a little scared for a second. Yeah, so I'll be doing that. And I'll see you in just a moment. Right, there we go. I hope you didn't get too dizzy from that footage. And it isn't very nice to do. I really should install a minecart over here. And maybe get myself another clicker. Because that would make it life a little bit more easy. But it wasn't too much that we needed to doing still. So it's all fine. And then this is just the most satisfying. It isn't very wise to do this in a room made with concrete walls, but decisions were made. Also, when I built this, actually pistons used to be very hard to break, even with haste, but now these are instant mineable. So the idea was that I could just have these pistons over here facing upwards. Yeah, that isn't really that useful anymore. I should think if I maybe lower this whole floor down a little bit to then have these all sticky, because they will need to be sticky, and then have some planks on top of them or something, because planks of course are a lot harder to mine accidentally with a pickaxe. So maybe I should do that in the near future, because it is a little bit easy to break them, and I think even the observers are breakable nowadays. I'm not sure. I think those could still take some time, but yeah, as you can see, it's probably very easy to just knock one of these down. Also, have you ever seen a more colorful farm project? Just a little bit more. Let's try not to break the walls. We can mine against that wood over there. That's fine. Like this, a little bit up there, and then this I can just go over here if I aim correctly. Yes, nothing got broken. And there's a little bit of blue concrete over there, which I cannot get. Or can I? Whoop! Ah. Yes, there we go. I just love this. Look at me. Somehow it doesn't make sense. And somehow I've been missing the capability of just going into there. I don't need to break anything anymore. It's so nice. Okay, let's see. Do I've got everything? It does seem like it. It also seems like it's getting night again. So I'll sleep the night away, and I'll see you in the shopping district filling our shop. You see, this is the reason I've not used the portal that much. I just like to glide over there. It isn't too much of a distance. I think it takes, well, let's say a minute. In which I won't be talking the whole time. That's don't worry. I'll cut this out. Or should I leave this in? Oh no, because we're almost there. Look over here. In just a few seconds, I'm wasting a little bit more rockets than normal. But yeah, there we go. Here's the unfinished base, which I may actually return this episode. And I got a little idea of that. And then, well, over here, this is already the spawn area. We got Pixie over there, leaving a little gas present in our base. And then just across here, if you take the boat from the inn, we go to the shopping district. And that yellow concrete over there is my shop. And then if we swoop in from the side, we are immediately on the stairs. That's just good. So, have I done my calculations correctly? The biggest one should be orange with 3. And that is correct. Yellow 2. That is also correct. Blue 1. Yes. All the rest, nothing. Perfect. That's looking good. And white should be full. And black. I said it in the wrong order. Light gray should be untouched. And then gray. I remembered it as a being dark gray. But you don't have dark gray in Minecraft. It's just gray. But it is the darker of the grays. Oh. And this reminds me. I still need to lock these signs. Which is why we need to make our bee farm up and running again. Which will probably be the center point of this episode. Because, yeah, it really needs doing. I need to get the stock of the bee shop a lot more. Because I haven't refilled this since day 1. So it's still quite heftily priced for only 16 honey blocks. So hopefully we're gonna get the farm up and running again. But yeah, speaking of my starter base, I actually recently got a comment on one of my videos that suggested to maybe I could look into not necessarily making this look like it is old or with cobwebs and such. I could make it look a little bit burnt, and I guess that can be done with some coal blocks and such, which is quite expensive really, actually, now I think about it. And obsidian is also a dark texture, but also very expensive. But it may be an interesting try. I should still have some oak lying around in my other base. We'll see. We'll see. We got to do something, I guess. Whilst we're still here, I should take this down. Now, we could leave this over here, just as a memory, but at the same time, this is no longer getting used, and I could use the components. I think I already took a slice from this somewhere. Yeah, from over there, as you can see. So I could move this to my main base, where I've already rebuilt a little bit of this. But we've got some more work to do. Specifically on the collection system. Yeah, this should be due. You should be able to figure that out on the spot. But yeah, these are costly resources, so especially the glass bottles, for some way or another. So I'll be tearing this down, and I guess I'll see you back at the main base when I'm done. There we go. It is looking a little empty right now. And frankly... Oh, and I missed some. It's a little dark, so we'll leave a few torches in some places. I guess this may use some. And there. Just so nothing spawns. So there we go. We've got our pfarm.zip over here. And, well, we got a glitchy rails in the inventory. Let's see if we can fix it like this. There we go. That fixed it. And then we got a glass bottles over here. I got quite a bit of glass bottles, which is very nice because I gonna need them a lot. Because I keep running out at the moment, which actually breaks the farm if it runs out of bottles. So we definitely need those. And then it should be a little bit more better to keep up. Anyway, time has passed again, and this time I actually took the bet apparently. Aww, I'm disappointed in myself. So I'll be on a night flight. At least we slept recently, so phantoms shouldn't be spawning. Which they do again. That was broken for a little while, but nowadays it isn't anymore. Yeah, they've spooked me a little bit before. That was a waste of a rocket. And over the trees we go, and we are back. Let's aim for the bet immediately. Doink. Perfect. And no damage when we stand up. That is very nice. Alright, so now that we've got our stuff, we can expand on this. As you can see, we've already started constructing the farm. But all those red lights over there, apparently just the last one also turned red. Red in this case means it's broken. Because, yeah, it tried to put a bottle in it to get the honey out, but the bottles ran out. So I got to reset them all now, which is actually a little bit more useful than only one being out of place. So it's fine, we'll keep it at that. How is the glass going? That's also good. It's done its job. I think we should have enough now. If we also make these bottles, yeah, that should be fine. First things first, let's get out our... Now it took damage, okay. There was a little bit of delayed fall damage. We've got our glass bottles over here, which we're gonna fill up. So at least the farm is running. This is still kind of manual. Which actually means instead get me a lever that is a little bit more smart to keep that running in the meantime. And then for resetting, these now have bottles. I should do this, which put in one. Then I still need to take these out and get myself a torch, I think. Hang on, it all makes sense. Then I could do either of this. Thus, let's take this one. This should all be farming. There we go. Then normally this would be farmed, put on later to put a bottle back in it. We'll do that like this, and that should make it all reset. But apparently it didn't. Okay. That shouldn't be the case. Let's let this minecart go if I can get up here, which I can with the crouching. That doesn't help though. There. Right. That took out the honey bottles. Okay, we need some more resetting. Because these shouldn't have been in here. I don't know what happened there really. And then I need to manually I need to fix those that now got a bottle. They've got to get a new one. That one is good. Okay, let's see. Good, good. This one. That's good. This one needs a bottle. I need to do this fast. Now it is good. And then these empty bottles can go into here. We could even let this go one more time. And that should be fine. Actually, I need to make sure this minecart keeps continuing to... That's probably actually why it broke. Because it tried to put a honey bottle back into the field for... Oh. I shouldn't have put the bees in already. I should have finished the farm. Now it's putting me under pressure. And we shouldn't do redstone on camera. So I've got stuff to do still. I somehow need to construct the collector mechanism whilst trying to keep the minecart running before a beehive is farmed twice. Because then that section breaks again. But that I'll have to do off camera, and sadly I've already run out of episode recording time, which is a sad thing. So we'll see how this has been finished in the next episode. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Bye for now, and I'll see you in the next one.